If you expect failure, if you expect defeat, if you expect ill health, the chances are that you'll not be disappointed. But if you expect success, which is far better, the chances are also that you'll not be disappointed. Who is the greatest person living at the present time? The answer, of course, is that you are the greatest person now living. If you don't believe this, then begin at once to tell yourself it is true. For it is true as far as you are concerned. Do you know of any person living, past or present, or who is more important than you are? Of course you don't. You are great because you can always become that which you sincerely desire to be. That might not be true if you lived in Russia or China, but you don't live in Russia or China. You live in the United States of America, the freest, the greatest, the most wonderful nation upon the face of this earth. And you have all of the benefits of this great country to back you in assuming that you're going to be successful.
He said, how you call yourself the GOAT, but you not me? Okay, boys, so the title is going to be some along the lines of who's the most important human being on this earth. And for the Christian people, I know a lot of people are going to say Jesus. He was definitely the greatest God living being on earth, you know what I'm saying? But God came to earth to be represented as man, you know what I'm saying? So we are one with him. We are great just by default, by us existing, no matter if you're black, white, Asian, green, yellow, whatever the fuck you is, we are great in that way. It's not until we open up to that godness, our nature of how great we are. It's not till we stop getting external validation and caring about what other people think, and we get in line with our godliness and do whatever we want. Your godliness is do what your heart desires. It's being in a state of abundance, of being okay with what God gave you, but making the most out of what he gave you. And there's people in the trenches, there's people in Afghanistan, there's people in all types of places around the country, but you got to make the most of it. So he's going to put you in certain places. Some people get spoon-fed. Some people got to get it out the mud. I was one of them that got to get out the mud, and most of the people who resonate with me probably going to be ones who get it out the mud, you know what I'm saying? But even for the people who are spoon-fed in the suburbs, who has it nice and dandy, you're still the most important person to ever walk this earth other than Jesus, because you're one with him. You know what I'm saying? We have to open our eyes to our godliness. And it's not blasphemous or, you know what I'm saying, crazy to say that you're one with God. How could you say it's blasphemous to be one with God, but he's in you? The Holy Spirit's within you. So it's not blasphemous to say that, you know what I'm saying? That's just for the people, the more religious people, even the people who follow Buddhism and all of that, or Hinduism, they believe that they're the most important as well. Spiritual enlightenment comes from them, and it definitely does, you know what I'm saying? You have to embrace who you are. God gave us life. And within fields, there's so many great people who finally acknowledge who they are. And some of them had God-given talent. You know what I'm saying? Some people were born 6'8" and is in the NBA yamming on people. While some people are in the streets and they don't know who they are. And they're homeless. You know what I'm saying? You just got to embrace who you are. You're actually you're one with God. So that makes you great by default. You know what I'm saying? You're one with him. You have him in you. So you're great by default. You just have to wake up to this. You have to step in your light. You got to step with your confidence. You got to step into your faith. You see what I'm saying? This is a big thing because, you know what I'm saying? I was just talking to someone last night. They're like, yo, Patrick, you really bring the light out of me. And I really understand because I could do the same thing for y'all. It's just y'all don't know how great you are. All of the nut shit that happens to you, embrace it. I've done that since I was a kid. I embraced every single thing and I put in work with what I got going on. So I'm not lying. I am great because I do so and so and so. Why is LeBron James great? Because he's great at basketball. He be hooping, he gets buckets. You see what I'm saying? Why is Serena Williams the best women's tennis player? Because she puts in that work and she's one of the best tennis players. You see what I'm saying? And God, you know what I'm saying, need you to open up to that light. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even just saying this from my human vessel. I feel like that's from the soul. Because the amount of people that are scared to go talk to a girl or scared to go do what they actually want to do. They let other people's judgments hold them. Or, you know what I'm saying, they're not stepping into that light of being confident and being who you are and embracing it. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? For people who like anime, who are nerds or everything like that, I talk a lot about those people because that's who I once was. But I feel as if those people get a lot of hate. Embrace who you are. You see what I'm saying? Like, fuck, I don't got my Naruto shit. I don't got my Naruto shit on. I actually lost my Naruto shit. I normally have my Naruto shit right here. But right there, I got Luffy from One Piece, and I got bro right here, and I got my Naruto right here. Don't get it twisted. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. That's what I like. So, embrace who you are. Do what you love to do. He said, how you call yourself the GOAT, but you not me? What the fuck is you talking about? Like, you are great in all aspects of life. You are the most important person in your life because this is your life. How are you going to make someone else more important than you in your own life? Makes no sense. If you want to look up to the Most High and see him as being one with him, of course, yes, Jesus is definitely top tier. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to beat Jesus. He done did some crazy stuff. He turned water into the wine. He did a lot of beautiful miracles. And of course, he's Jesus. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and go against Jesus at all. That's not what I'm saying. But you're one with him. You're one with the divine nature. He came to earth as a man, bro. Open up to how great you actually are. You know what I'm saying? If you came to earth as a gorilla or a different type of animal or a different type of species, you'll be like, okay, that's the superior type animal. But we're the superior type animal. We have the knowledge, we have the brains, we have the capabilities. You know what I'm saying? We are the supreme high of animals, basically. And God came to earth to be chosen as a human being. And he didn't come to earth as a monkey, a cat, a dog. He came to earth as a human being. You see what I'm saying? You have to embrace and look how great you are. So I left that clip of Napoleon Hill, and I'm driving to the bank to get out some money and shit. And he said that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. He's like, who's the most important person in the world? I was like, me. You know what I'm saying? There was no other like idea in my mind. And then he was like, you are. And I was like, oh shit. That really aligns with me. Like that I'm really aligning with what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? You are the most important. You have to realize that you only have yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have your parents, the people that you love. You got to take care of them. But first, you got to take care of yourself, your life. You know what I'm saying? In order to love someone else, you got to love yourself. You see what I'm saying? In order to show love to people, you got to have love within. If you're more rude, if someone's a dickhead, you can tell that person does not acknowledge themselves and they're not stepping into that light. And it's a lot of people like that. A lot of people are scared to be themselves. A lot of people are scared to be confident and work hard and just be confident to talk to girls or, you know what I'm saying, just be confident and to say that I am great. I am a strong man. I am proud of myself. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why I'm leaving in the intro what I'm saying in the intro. I am great. I am strong. I am powerful. Read that every time you watch my videos. It's only going to uplift you. I'm only programming you in a good way. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing negative from that. You know what I'm saying? As a man thinking in his heart, so is he. That is where all of these philosophies stem in together. It's crazy. All of these philosophies stem in together. That's where I even got the game of like, I am one with God. I am God. It's not blasphemous to say I am God. He came to earth as me and I have a part of him. So that makes me God. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like to say that because it's like, that sounds a little bit more egotistical. You see what I'm saying? Like saying I am great or I'm the most important person in my life. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no ego to that. I don't care what anyone says. Of course, you have your family members. You got people to take care of. But, bitch, you're the most important person in your life. How is someone going to be the main star in your own movie? Let me know. Once you could get that answer, how someone else the main star into your own movie, then you could come into my comment section and talk some nut shit. But other than that, you are the main character. You are him. You are great. You are strong. You are amazing. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You see what I'm saying? So this is just a reminder to wake you up like, yo, I really am him. I am great. When you are feeling skeptical about yourself, when you have anxiety or you're anxious and all of that shit, you got to remember who you are. Like, I got that even from the pimp game, forever step correct. When a pimp loses all of his women and they take his girls and everything like that, he's still walking like he the man. He's still coming around the cut like he's him. His confidence is never lost. If your confidence comes from someone else, that is a problem. Because you didn't get a girl today or your girl left you or that, or something happens within your life, you are not confident anymore. That doesn't make sense. That makes zero sense. Your confidence comes from within. Fuck that. I'm him with a girl, without a girl. I'm him with money, without money. It's not blasphemous to say that because you only have yourself. This is your movie. Make the best of it. This is your life. Do whatever you want. But you know what I'm saying? Like even how Napoleon Hill said, I looked up to him. I read a lot of his books and I just clicked on that video and got me some game and got me some knowledge where like, yes, it's not blasphemous to say that. It's not wrong to say that you are great. You got to stem in a line with your greatness. Jesus knew he was great. You know what I'm saying? He had patience. He had a lot of things going on. People were spitting on him, beating him up, all types of shit. And he still was patient. You know what I'm saying? He didn't bat an eye. He didn't beat those people up. He didn't fight back. He didn't kill those people. You know what he did? He forgave them. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. So you have to step in line with how great you are. God wants you to realize how great you are. He wants you to step into his light. But people aren't ready for that because they call that shit ego. No, Jesus knew he was great, man. That's how he got to do all of those miracles, because he believed that he can do it. If he didn't have the confidence to believe that Peter go walk on water, then he wouldn't have done it. If he didn't believe he could turn what was it, like I think it was clay into a bird or something like that. If he wasn't confident enough to go do that with the power of his beliefs, he wouldn't have done that. If he didn't have, you know what I'm saying, if he didn't wake up that girl who was dead out of the dead with confidence and belief that he can do it, there wouldn't have been none of these miracles. If he didn't know he could turn water into wine, then he wouldn't have done it. But you know you can do anything that you want within your life. This is these messages that you just have to wake up with. If Jesus didn't believe he could do it, he wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? But he did everything because he knew, and he stepped with confidence and faith. You know what I'm saying? There's another great story in the Bible. What's his name? I forgot his name. I think it's Daniel. Don't correct me, because I'm really been getting into my Bible and really learning a lot more. But Daniel was sent to the lions, bro. They sent him to the lions. You know what I'm saying? Because he disobeyed the king, because they had to bow down to the king or something like that. Don't correct me fully. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost there, but basically they sent Daniel to go get killed by some lions. And Daniel stood 10 toes down with God. And even if he were going to die about it, he was all right with it. He was cool. He said, I bet. So he walks into the lion's caves, and God protects him. The lions ain't do nothing to Daniel. And when they open up the rocks again, they just see him chilling with the lions. And they're like, oh, what the hell? Like, how did that happen? Because God got your back. That's why that happens. And he wants you to step into your light. Jesus had the belief that he could heal the blind. He had the belief that he could feed 4,000 people with bread and I think it was bread and some fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. He had to believe in it in order to achieve it. But your belief is so little about yourself because you think it's egotistical, or you think it's negative, or you think it's bad. It's not bad to believe in yourself. Why would it be bad to believe in yourself? It's good to have that confidence and to move into your world with confidence, because that's how God wants you. Would God want you more sad? Would he want you negative? No, be humble, of course. But I'm just here to open up this light to who you are. You are great. You see what I'm saying? You are him. That's why I be trying to tell y'all. You guys are kings. You just haven't woke up to it. You just haven't really acknowledged who you are. I was just spitting. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I'm telling y'all, that coffee get me right. But it's just like this message that I got today by Napoleon Hill. It's like, yes, you are the most important person in your life. That's it. And you are what you say you are. If you say you're negative, you say you're sad, you say you're a depressed person, you say you're not a good person, that's who you are. That's who you identify as. I am sad, I am sick, I am ugly. That is who you identify with. I don't care about none of that. I am happy, I am great, I am strong, I am powerful. That is who I identify with. I am confident. I am one with the Most High. You dig what the fuck I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm going to leave my last video right here for you guys. So if you missed upon that, go watch that video. So stay yourself. Stay 300. Whatever you do in life, trust me, I believe in you, bro.